Rennaki, a market moon, far beyond the reach of Iox.
We came to Rennaki like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
Sounds busy out there. I would estimate the local population to be around 12,000. The odds of finding one man here are, therefore, quite small. I won't give up before we even start. I am merely stating facts. This way. Look at all this. Do you find the rubbish enlightening, mistress? You can learn a lot about a culture by its waste. And what exactly have you learned? They toss out rotting fruit, when most places struggle to grow rock oranges. So this planet must be rich. Hoy must have loved this place. I suppose that's why he came here. For the last time, is this wise, mistress? We are far from Iox. We are likely to attract considerable attention. Stage fright, 6. You don't need to worry. The people here might be wealthy, but that doesn't mean they're smart. I'm sure there's nothing to be afraid of. Act natural. Hopefully no one will realize we never went into
We
the
snuck
alley.
out of the alley mouth into a bustling street. Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
Maybe I could retire somewhere like this. Seems comfortable. Oh, hi, lady from Elbereth. So glad you're here. Good faith. Good faith to you, fine lady. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? Where do you get your fruit from? It seems very fresh. It is fresh indeed. I grow it myself. Carnival grapes. Fizzy, just today. I must take a lot of water. I'm careful to reuse and take from the rain. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist. Oh, what now? You heard. How about a red pomelo? You can't possibly object to one of those. The pomelo sounds good. I'll package that up, fine lady. I prefer jewelry and gold. You want to trade jewelry for fruit. Jewelry is very good for trading, good lady. So is fruit. I'll pass on the fruit. A pity, but I really must get myself another customer. I don't recognize half of these fruits. Do you grow them locally? I grow them in my tubs on my roofs. I am blessed with several roofs. Look at the people, 6. Are they avoiding anything? Treating anywhere with particular caution? I detect no unusual patterns of movement. Perhaps there's an open space in that direction. People are slowing down as they leave this street. Lanterns. I wonder if the glass is blown locally. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. Who are you? Forgive me, but do either of you know Amandu? Amandu? No, I don't know anyone by that name. Thank you. Farewell, fine lady, we must be along. No one seems to know the man. We've only asked 2 people. We've hardly collected a significant sample size yet, mistress. Seems like the market continues through here. Okay, can't just walk into people's houses, I know. There's a few more people through here.
The market of Rennaki seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Rennaki ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
That's morbid. This place is so happy. I can't imagine Elbereth being like this. Wealth and distance from Iox. Pottery. They can't sell all of these, surely. Unless they break them after every meal. Keep your eyes open. Maybe Amandu has a banner or something. My eyes do not close, mistress. They do not exist.
A fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
I believe you are somebody I want to talk to. Rugs. They're patterns similar to the one on the nightgown. Miari gave me that one. Books. Not many on Elbereth can read. Do people here read? Of course we read. But did you say Elbereth? I'm from Elbereth. Oh. Elbereth isn't very nice, I'm told. Unlucky places never are. No, I suppose not. Yes? What's your book? I like books. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? I love books too. Do you? I barely have any. I work on Iox. There are libraries there. Iox? I've always wanted to visit a real library. Perhaps we could come to some kind of arrangement. Oh, no. No, I don't think so. Besides, my father would never allow it. I have a friend who loves reading. He was here, on Rennaki, quite recently. I see. His name is Huang. I wonder if you met him. I'm sorry, I don't think so. I suppose he sailed here as well? How else would he get here? I feel sorry for you both. And that's the last I want to say about that. This is your bookstall. I look after it for my aunt. They're mostly the same book. The printers have a print of one book and they roll it out. Same as the bread makers do. Can I buy a book? You'd have to ask my aunt. I'm not sure where she's got to. I'm looking for a man called Amandu. The servo dealer? Yeah, I know him. That's his marquee, above the lizard cellar. But you've already got one. This one's on loan. You must have fine friends then. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'll let you read. Good faith to you, lady. I must get back to my work.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
Shoes. Where's the shopkeeper? I could steal a pair and run off in them. Perhaps they are so badly made they would trip you up. Half of these stalls don't have merchants. Aren't they worried about thieves? Perhaps these people are rich enough to be honest, or perhaps the punishment for stealing is extreme. Alright. Bread seller. Where's the lizard seller? I kinda want a lizard. Can I get a lizard? What can I trade for a lizard? Can you imagine a fountain like this on Elbarath? Just spilling water to the street? Do you think anyone would stop me filling a bottle? I doubt the water is drinkable. Where does the water come from? Is there a wellspring right here? No, mistress. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. A show of wealth, then. The water would still be worth a goat or two on Elbarath, even if it isn't drinkable. They seem to sell everything here. Look in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko, all colors. You sell lizards? By gecko? Finest gecko. It climbs walls. Can reach hard to reach places. How much does one cost? 33. 6. I'm going to buy a gecko. I will not carry it, mistress. Don't be a kumquat for 6. I'll carry the gecko. Respectfully, mistress, you did not come here for a gecko, and I am not having a gecko clambering around inside my lower drawers. Gecko? I'll buy a stripy one, please. Let's see what you've bought. I prefer ancient and mysterious things. Well, let's offer the boat rudder. Would you take this? Well, it's not the best piece, but I'll need more to cover it. With this too? I've seen worse, I suppose. You have a deal. Well, I'll have to choose a name. Why not call it 7, mistress? Maybe I'll call it... Mistress? I think your gecko has escaped. No! Very possible. Gecko's very quick. Where did it go? Krakenstone. You want more gecko? This time you hold it tight by neck. I want that gecko back. Gecko very hard to catch. My job catching geckos very hard.
A fat man with a scarf flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
Do you think everyone here is like that? It would seem improbable. Surely they would have all starved. Oh no, my poor gecko. He's gone. Now I'm sad. I suppose you think the gecko might know the whereabouts of a lost palace. It might be descended from a great king gecko of yesteryear. We'll never know, will we? Because you lost it. This looks interesting. Who are you? You're Amandu. What do you want? I I was told you could help me. You want a servo? Are you buying? You've got one already. I'm not here about robots. Then what do you want? I've come to ask you about an ancient observatory. That's a strange thing to ask a servo dealer about. And what makes you think I know where any observatory might be? A friend of mine told me to talk to you. So the little Eoxian with big ears has sent a bigger Eoxian. But what is my discovery worth to this one? I have found an observatory. It's true. Why don't you tell me where it is, so I can go? Why don't I? A shimmering idea. Perhaps I could throw in a servo into the bargain? What do you think? I'm a serious person, Amandu. You have a nice smile, I'm sure, underneath all that serious talk, but I do not think it is so very nice. That is a fine-looking robot you have. You can't have my robot. Thank you, mistress. It speaks. Wonderful. A pity you do not really want to find the observatory. 6 years worth 100 observatories. Thank you, mistress. Perhaps then one observatory in an attractive hand-woven rug made by my aunt. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. How old is the observatory? What state is it in? Let me tell you about the observatory. I've walked its corridors, seen ancient machines. It is built on 3 levels. Each is circular, each wider than the one above, so that it looks like it must topple from the sky, and yet it stands. But perhaps that is enough for you. I don't like your terms. I could tell you about the corridors of glass, the machines like gigantic servos buried deep below the crust. Are you sure you won't trade? I won't trade. So be it. And so the observatory is lost once more. I'll find it myself. Very well. But if you ever find a servo, think of poor Amandu, his business drying up by the day. Mistress, what just happened? I don't trust that man further than I could spit. No point trading a robot for a false lead.
The size of this place was nothing compared to Elbereth. But it was more packed with life. More colour, more people, more business, more hope.
My Kieko. I miss my gecko already, and I didn't even name him. If I might ask, mistress, what is the plan now? I'm thinking. About what exactly, mistress? Let's say I sold you to him. Mistress? Just for the sake of argument. Mistress, I am not yours to sell. How angry do you think he'd get if you hoppered away after purchase? Very angry indeed, mistress. I'm not convinced that powerful enemies are desirable assets. You're right. Bad idea. Let's get out of here. The hopper? Let's find somewhere a little quieter, maybe. It'd be good to not hopper away in the middle of all of this. Plus, I also kind of want to go talk to Girly again. She's clearly different from everybody else. Excuse me again. Hello again. I bought a gecko, but it ran away. Why did you buy a gecko? I thought it might be fun. I think your gecko didn't like you very much. I didn't tell you before. I'm Aaliyah. Mina. You know Mandu the servant dealer? Yes, I do. Why? Is he trustworthy? He's a highly respected person. That's not what I asked. His whole business is built on trust. But then I would say that. He's my father. Be well. I like her. Mistress? Yeah, okay. Bought a gecko. The gecko escaped. Why? Oh, I didn't even get to name it. It was on my shoulder, and then it wasn't. Stop complaining, Six. Also, let's go see Timur, because going to see Timur seems to always give us good things. Elbereth, the Moon of Thieves. What language is that, mistress? It's local Paitos. El Globe. Re, to rend, to take. And Leah. I will wait here, mistress. Oh, he always looks so sad. Are you well, Timur? Stronger than ever. Still quiet. There was a rush yesterday. Maybe the day before. You should relax more. You're too good to me, Timur. I could be better, you know. I have something for you. A worn stylus. Dating from the early empire. Along with the stem of the stylus is something inscribed. The precision required for this. Oh goodness. Let words be your sword. I'd hazard that this comes from the same source as the book I found here before. This new find should help us to find that site. This should help us work out where to look for the dig site near Elbereth. You have my gratitude, and good faith to you, Aaliyah.
The cool rucker burned my throat, and Timur smiled.
You want another rock? No, please. Another time. Dude, she's gonna marry anybody. I say she needs to marry you. You keep her in alcohol. See you around, Timur. Don't be a stranger. Come on, Six. Does much grow here? It seems unlikely, and yet there are so many people. Clearly not much grows here, and that's the problem. There's a lot of people and not enough food. Barely anything. We rely on Iox. Just like everyone else. What was the city built to be? What would you guess? The walls are fortified. It was a fortress, perhaps. A place to store wealth. There's no wealth here, unless you count people. Aliyah, what can I do for you? I found a arabesque foil hidden in a statuette. An old one. Hidden there by someone. You can't get much from a foil on its own. They all work in different ways, depending on where and how they were made. Can you tell where this one was made? I doubt it. You're the archaeologist. It's quite something. Too delicate for empire work. This is either ancient or was made an ancient way. In the empire they carved these things by hand. They were useless. Made what way? I have no idea. You're the archaeologist. How's business? Not getting any better. Don't be a stranger, Aliyah. Alright, let's get out of here. Leave the dust hole that is my home. Is that my gecko? Six, look, the gecko came with us. I am aware. How did the gecko come with us? I do not wish to talk about it, mistress. It was inside the robot. Oh, that's cute. He's so cute. I like him. Time to move on. I will prepare the braces, mistress. Why are you angry?